Good afternoon, everybody. This is Plural Clarity. I'm just going to give you a little review, talk to you a little bit about a movie I saw called 12 Years a Slave. It's a Steve McQueen film, and also Brad Pitt had a little bit to do with it, too. It was starring an actor named, I'm going to try to get this right, Shutel Ejiofor. Please don't shoot me if I got it wrong, because I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. But anyways, based on some of the reviews and some other things that I had seen about the film before seeing it, I did know that it was based on a true story and that it was pretty accurate as far as some of the details that were included in the film. So going into the movie, I kind of had that to think about, as I was sitting there watching it. So anyways, it's about a slave, a free man actually, named Solomon Northup, who ended up being kidnapped and pulled back into slavery. And of course, he had a family, a wife and two children that he was taken away from. And of course, they didn't care. They just wanted someone to do the work, et cetera, et cetera. It's the same story that we've seen in several other movies. But the twist at the end was one of the good things about redeeming qualities about this movie, I guess you could call. Basically, a lot of the acting in the movie was pretty good. Some of the expressions and things that Solomon Northup went through and showed us throughout the movie seemed, I guess, believable. Not that I was there during slavery to know what somebody would actually do or say during that time, but based on, like I said, some of the other films that we've seen, the depiction kind of went along with some of those images that we saw. Of course, there was a big incident or occurrence that happened within the film that kind of led to the resolution and the climax and everything in the film. I'm not going to give it away for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but it was quite interesting that it went down that way. It was kind of unfortunate in a way too, because of some of the folks that ended up being left behind, so on and so forth, and the overall thought process that a lot of people just continued to carry at that time and going forward, and probably some of them still hold that mentality now. Who knows? Even though slavery doesn't, it was abolished and everything. So anyways, I would say that it's a pretty interesting movie. I know a lot of people I saw commenting on it said that they couldn't hold back the tears, so on and so forth. There were quite a few moments throughout the film that made you, kind of step back for a second, and you're like, wow, how would I react in a situation like that? Would I have done the same thing? Would I have done this, done A, B, and C? And I guess you never know, because you can't be in that situation. But overall, I would say that it's a pretty good film to go ahead and see. And the fact that folks have said that it's historically accurate with a lot of the things that it conveyed, I would say that you should go ahead and see it. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. And once again, the movie was called 12 Years a Slave. And this is Plural Clarity and signing out. If I didn't tell you, then that probably means you didn't hear it from me.